Hey guys, it is Dylan again. I am here with a wonderful personal break of one of these boxes I told you about earlier. 1992 Low Series Upper Deck. The Low Series, as some of you might know, in 1992 was actually the first 700 cards, so this is chock full of cards. The high series was only 100 cards. Weird how they did that, but that was the beginning of the whole series 1 and 2 kind of thing. With, I think Topps actually started that at some point in the early 90s. It was 90. Yeah, anyway. So, as you know, one of the reasons why I bought this is because of the hunt for the Ted Williams autographed cards, which are on-card autos, 2,500 of them, hand-numbered, and yeah, let's see if we can find one. We'll also find probably some cool other things like team holograms, player holograms, a few insert cards. This was the beginning of the insert craze. Not many inserts. Some of the rookies, God, I'm trying to rack my brain here. Some of the rookies I think are Manny Ramirez, Chipper Jones, God. Yeah, I'm racking my brain. So we'll come across them. I'll know them when I see them. And if you see anything that I haven't seen when I go through them, just give a shout out, okay? This is not live because this is a personal break. So I am just going to try to save this little box just for posterity. As you know, I have a wall of boxes. It's too dark in here right now for me to show you the wall, but if I haven't posted I know I've posted a picture of it on our Facebook page. We do have a Facebook page, Maine-ly sportscards not .com, Maine-ly sports cards. It's a private page. As some of you know, I do not do this for a business. This is purely hobby and fun. And let's go. Let's get at this box. So this has, God, I think 36 packs actually. And I'm just going to set this up for shits and giggles about how it would have been in the store or hobby shop. There we go. Kind of cool. Put them up right against Louis Tiant and Rafi Devers. All right. So these are the old foil packs. I think 93 they Upper Deck added more of a gloss to the cards, so they kind of stuck. But the 1992 don't stick as much at all, especially like the high gloss Stadium Club back in the day that always stuck to each other. So these are pretty good cardboard, matte finish. And these foil packs are almost impossible to tamper with and put back together. So it's pretty obvious, as you can see, how you can rip them. And you can't, sort of like the early, late 80s and early 80s, you could, Topps cards, you could just kind of, if you wanted, which I never have, put back together with some glue or something. Those are easily tampered with. All right, so I'm not going to go through every card, but for the first couple packs, I might, just for nostalgia, look at some of these cards. And I'll go through all of them later on to see if I've missed any Hall of Famers or rookie cards. A lot of them we're not going to remember. I do remember the name Graybeck, though. Brooke Jacoby. Again, these are 1992 guys. Pardon the lighting. I rely a lot on natural light, and unfortunately it's a rainy morning here as I record this. All right, and of course we got the backwards cards, which mean nothing in 1992. It's just the production thing. Bernard Gilkey, Tom Browning. And in here, of course, we have Montreal Expos. This is not the Expos, it's the Braves, but I think it's kind of cool to revisit some of the teams that are no longer, which I think is only one of them. Since 1992 anyway. Kent Herbeck. Scott Broisis. I think he played the Red Sox at one point. A lot of people did. Lenny Dykstra. It's a good name. Oh, here we go. Dave Winfield. Love that guy. Big guy. Tall. God, I wonder if he'll have his height on here. Yep, 6'5". No, 6'6". 6'6", 239. Big guy. Nice guy, too. I never met him, but I just, he always had a smile on himself. Willie McGee. Oh, Kirk McCaskill. And, hey, speaking of rookie card, cool. Manny Ramirez. Look how young he looks. Damn. He just looks like a kid. He was a kid. 1992. How old was he in 1992? Hold on. He was only 20. He was born June 20th, 1972. He's 4 years younger than I. Just dated myself. He just turned 50. That's cool. Alright, so that's one rookie card. Pretty cool. And then we got Scott Randisky and who's this dude? These are checklists. Scott. Oh, cool. Craig Biggio. So, Kevin Biggio's father. So they have some of these team checklists with kind of a artist rendition. And actually the the Ted Williams card we're in search of here is actually on the Red Sox rendition, I believe. I'm pretty sure it is. The checklist. And so he's autographed and numbered it next to his rendition. So there's that first pack. Let's do a couple more card by card. But then I'm going to speed up the process. And I'll probably only stop if I see an anomaly, like if I'm able to see the rookie card, or if there's a hologram insert, or, of course, the autograph. One. Bill Wegman. I wonder if he's related to the Wegmans shopper, the grocery store. We don't have Wegmans. But I think, why do I know Wegmans? Oh, yeah, because all my family's from upstate New York, and I was born there. Gary Redis, Scott, Bob Welch, Les Lancaster, Jim Abbott. Those of you who are too young to know who Jim Abbott is, and those of you who may have forgotten, Jim was born, I believe he was born that way. Anyway, if you look closely, he does not have a right hand in part of his forearm. So he learned how to pitch and play ball, and he shifts the glove, I believe. Yep, he shifts the glove to his left hand after he throws so he can field. Incredible athleticism. That's Jim Abbott. So that's pretty cool. Neat guy. Gary Gaetti. Danny Tartable. He was a good player. Greg Vaughn. Not bad photographs for back in 1992. Almost as good as Stadium Club photographs. Obviously, they don't have the sheen of the gloss of the Stadium Club. These are matte finish, but man, they're good photographs, and these cards are still like crisp. Brady Anderson. Albert Bell. There was some sort of controversy about Albert Bell. I think he had some domestic violence issues or something like that. Another rookie who I do not know, David Sancarno. I butcher names, so don't hold me accountable. Another team checklist, and this is on front of it, Todd Zeal, St. Louis Cardinals, and Mike Remlinger. All right. I like this. I'm collecting some older cards that have some interesting pictures of people doing things. That one, not so interesting, just blowing a bubble, but it's kind of neat. I'm going to do a video on some of these oddball cards that I've collected. I got to start saving all of the ones I find because I've taken pictures of some of them, so I might have to do a slideshow. I don't necessarily keep all the cards. All right, so let's do the one more pack card by card, and then we'll go through the rest of them. Garcia, another checklist. Oh, this is cool. So that's Ricky Henderson and Jose Canseco. Don't even have to look up their names. They're pretty noticeable. Jose Royd era. American League checklist. Diamond, what is it? Diamond Skills, they called it. Brian Smith. Greg Lefters. Yeah, no. Lefferts. Yeah, see? Ken Griffey. That's cool. Kind of a, not three-dimensional, but overexposed. I don't know what you call that. I'm not a photographer, but that's pretty cool. Neat. Ken Griffey card. I'll sleeve that up. What I like about these Upper Deck back in the day is they had not just one picture here on the back, they had a second picture. And it wasn't the same, unlike some other cards. Not on the rookie cards, but let's see Lefters here. Different picture here. Kind of neat, gives you something else to look at. When you're looking at the stats. All right, who else we got here? Terry Steinbeck. I do have a little collection of some coaches that are coaching today or have recently coached. Terry Steinbeck coached. Tyler Green. Derek Bell, I believe. Yeah, that's a rookie. I think that's a true rookie. Some of these aren't true rookies. Some of them are second years, but these, I believe, are true rookies. Cal Ripken. And part of my collection of oddball cards, not that they're totally oddball, but I love collecting players, cards of players signing stuff for kids or people or whatever. So there's Ripken Jr. All right. Let's see who else we got here. We got some pretty good cards for the Mike Timlin. I got his autograph outside of the Red Sox, outside of Fenway. Not while he was with the Red Sox. He was with them a short time, but when he was actually with the Blue Jays, I believe it was the Blue Jays. He was with a lot of teams, actually. So, Milt Thompson. Tuffle. Interesting name. Devereaux. Another checklist. Oh, that's cool. So I might keep this one. I hadn't run across this guy. Al Ozuna, who it decides he wants to be a cameraman instead of a MLB player for the Houston Astros. It's pretty cool. So this is what I mean by oddball. Just, players doing some different stuff, That's kind of neat. All right. And Brian McRae to round out our third pack. All right, guys. So we did 3 packs. I hope you had fun going down memory lane. And now I'm just going to put some of these cards that we hit right aside, and I'm going to take these right out of the box so it's easier to just kind of start to go through quicker. And hopefully I can catch myself if I run out the mouth and decide to just continue to talk as I'm going through these cards. I love older cards. I was an adult in 92, so these aren't my childhood cards. So, but I was over in Germany, so we used to run to the PX and go to little card shows they'd have on the base over there because we missed baseball cards. All right, so let me go through these real quick. See what we can find. Holler out if you see anything particular. I'm looking for insert cards and key. Oh, hold it. Speaking of insert cards. Hey, hologram card. I love these, actually. I have a bit of a collection. If you are looking for any team cards of these old holograms, here's a Milwaukee Brewers. That is pretty cool. I like those. So I forget the odds. The odds are of how they're inserted are on the packs here. I'll look in there in a second. I think it's every 3. And there's another one. Billy Ripken. So that's Cal Ripken's brother. He was an okay player. He didn't make much of himself. Frank Thomas. I like Frank. Big hurt. Just going to sleeve him up real quick. All right. I said I wasn't going to go through all individual ones, right? See how I get carried away so quick? Sandy Alomar Jr. All right. Let me get the stack closer so I can just put them down quicker. All right, so we're in the hunt for Ted Williams. Ted Williams. That would be really cool. You know, I know the odds aren't great, but who knows? Mike Messina's a Hall of Famer, though. I'll put him to the side. Jeff Reardon. Here I am going through individual ones again. So let me just kind of flip through these quicker. Larry Walker, I believe, made it to the Hall of Fame finally. Ricky Henderson sure did. And Ted Williams, not the autograph, but this is an insert card of 36. Just little synopsis through his career, which are pretty cool. I'll eventually save all those as I go through them. And again, if you're interested in anything particular out of this pull, guys, just give me a shout. I've been known to send people free cards. I've also been known to trade. Rather not sell anything unless it's the Nolan. Actually, I don't think I'd sell the Nolan Ryan if I pulled it in this one, but at any rate. Let's quickly go through these here. I'm just turning them over just in case. I wouldn't want to, you know, I'm going to go through them again, but I don't want to miss the autograph. Another Ted Williams insert. So in the high series, like I mentioned, the high series, God, you know what, guys? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember, since this was a 700 card series, the high series was 100 cards. I don't think that was put out in packs. I believe it was put out in a thick pack that you bought that probably resembled playing cards. And you got all 100 of the cards, but seated in there randomly are some of the inserts and the autographed card of whoever I said it was. Can't remember now. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was all, you bought it all at once instead of these packs. Since for some reason they decided to do it. 700 series, and then there's Deion Sanders, Neon Deion. I know a Braves fan that would like that, so I'm going to set that aside. Neon Deion, 2 Sport. Alright, John Crook. Alright, I'm going to try not to stop unless I see some Hall of Famers of players that were active back in 1992. I'd like to sleeve those up if I do, you know, the Ripkins, the Nolan Ryan, that kind of thing. Some of the rookies. Bob Ojeda. Alright, let me go through. Ah, no, that's Mike Gardner. Thought it was Roger Clemens, who's not a Hall of Famer. Don't want to get on that bandwagon, but here's an Expos card. Nostalgia here. Harold Baines. Randy Johnson. He's in the Hall of Fame. Good pitcher. Interesting pitcher. Big pitcher. He's a big boy. Reggie Sanders. I believe he was another 2 Sport dude. Not just like Dion, but I'm pretty sure Reggie played football. Not as big of a star, however. And here's the Williams checklist that hopefully we'll find an autograph on. Yeah. No, that's the Heroes of Baseball, so it's not a checklist. Okay, so it's just part of that insert set that I told you about. I thought it was the Red Sox checklist, but that makes sense because he was not an active player then, and all the people on the team checklist were active players. You know, it's funny. With the exception of this set, you know, having like the Williams, you know, salute to Williams kind of thing going on here. I don't understand, and maybe it's just because I'm old, but why the hell do we have inactive players seated in sets of cards that come out nowadays? You know, yeah, they are Hall of Famers, and it's incredible. And yeah, come out with a set that's just Hall of Famers. Hey, there's Bobby Witt Sr. Cool. Yep, Bobby Witt Jr.'s father. Pretty neat. I do save some of those cards of sort of like the fathers and sons kind of thing. Anyway, so I just don't get the idea of putting Hall of Famers who are inactive. And maybe it's because I just grew up with the fact that collecting baseball cards back in the day, that's Doug Drabeck, meant that they were, oh, there's Sean Green, rookie. He didn't make a big name of himself. But back in the day, they were just active players in the 600 plus card set. You know, maybe they retired that year, maybe they got traded, but they were active. They weren't, you know, freaking old Hall of Famers in it, you know? Yeah, I sound old, don't I? All right. Let me keep going through these quicker. I just want to stop and look at everything. There's Sammy Sosa. Tim Raines before him. Ken Griffey Sr.'s talking about fathers and sons. That's going to go in my collection. I have plenty of him, but I just think it's kind of cool. You know, Ken Griffey came a little bit later, but Ivan Pudge Rodriguez. Sorry, but Carlton Fisk was my Pudge, so that was his nickname. Two catchers nicknamed Pudge. All right, let's go through these a little quicker. I do not know the definition of quick, evidently. Oh, speaking of Carlton Fisk, there's the other Pudge. What the hell was he doing at first base? Evidently, he played first base for the White Sox for a brief time. Perhaps because his knees were going as a catcher. I forgot what year the Red Sox traded him. I think it was 89. Might have been before that. Alright, so let's just do this quicker. I'll stop at interesting inserts. And again, I'm just turning them over just in case. I don't want to miss an autograph. And the only autograph in here would be Ted Williams. And if I say Nolan Ryan by accident, please forgive me. It's because I have a few boxes of Classic Best from 1992 that's supposedly Nolan autographed some on-card cards that I'll go through at another time with you. If you have any ideas of how the heck to do this... Oh, I think we got another hologram here. And I'll finish that sentence. Oh, there's Jose again. Superimposed. Hey, cool! Yeah, it's stuck to the card, but so it's got a little residue here. Card residue, but Red Sox hologram. Haha! Nice! Alright, I like these holograms. I think they're pretty cool. The bigger ones like this, they had little circle ones in 91, I think, 90, 91. The bigger ones, of course, just so you can see them better detail. Bobby Bowe. Mets are still paying on his contract. I think it comes up. I think it's done in a couple years, finally. I forgot how much they have to pay him every July, something or other. I think it was $1.2 million, something like that. Alright, anyway, so to finish that other thought that I've probably told you before is if you have any ideas of how to get people involved in a break like this, I have 10 more boxes of 1992 load-numbered Upper Deck. And would love to figure out, aside from doing the normal, team breaks, or maybe random team breaks. Maybe that's how I'll do it, as a random team break. But if you have any ideas, that would be kind of fun. I'm not looking to make any money off this. Maybe just cover postage or whatever. But it would be neat if we hit that Ted Williams autograph. There's Darryl Strawberry. I think he was... No, that was Oil Can Boyd. I think both of them may have had an addiction while they were playing. Can't remember, and if I'm wrong, forgive me. Another checklist. Oh, that's kind of cool. Haven't seen that checklist in a while. Montreal and Seattle. Expose. That's pretty cool. Newfield and White. Devin White and Mark Newfield, I think is their names. Alright. Stars of the day, but didn't last as stars, I don't think. You know how they fizzle out, some of them. Whether it's because of performance or injury or both. Yeah. Alright, let's go through these quicker. Again, the two pictures kind of messed me up here. There's Ken Griffey Sr. again. Deion Sanders again. I'll go through these again. Yeah, see the back of the card? He's signing bats. Dale Murphy. He's a Hall of Famer. Pretty sure he made it to the Hall of Fame. Mark Newfield. And if anyone local wants to help me go through these cards at some point, I just finished, well, not finished consolidating my collection, but I've gone through a lot of cards and gotten rid of the commons, pretty much. Most of them ended up seeing the recycle bin or trash. Dwight Evans. Man, I forgot he did a time with the Orioles after the Red Sox. That's sad. Anyway, hate to see players go. And no, I'm not going to talk about our free agencies coming up. Jeremy Brunwitz, he was up-and-coming star but didn't quite make it. David Justice and another Williams insert. Yeah, we got a lot. There are a lot of people coming up on free agency, not just for the Red Sox. It'll be interesting to see before spring training what happens, or during spring training. Paul O'Neill. Just looking at some of these names. Larry Walker. Don't remember who Mark Smith is. Oh, that's cool. Winfield's 400th hit. That's pretty neat. I like how they did that. Artist rendition of 3 teams he played for. There we go. I'm just going to sleeve that up quick. Of course, it's upside down. No, it's not. All right. All right. We're almost halfway through, guys. Thanks for your patience. I just wanted to break one of these boxes myself with you. Hopefully someone's reliving their childhood or early adulthood like myself. Alright, let me get going here quickly. Man, I just can't stop looking at these pictures. Ah, Billy again. Man, is that the same? Hold on. Sorry, guys. I need to look at this real quick. Where's the... Yeah, it is the same card. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was a smaller camera in the other one. So Reggie Sanders again. Andre Dawson. He's a Hall of Famer. Pretty certain. A lot of Hall of Famers in the early 90s that ended up being Hall of Famers. These are thick packs, too. You know, if you picked one up yourself, you'd probably think, oh, memorabilia cards on there. Yeah, no, they didn't have those back in the day. Not yet, anyway. Ah, that's a good question. When was the first memorabilia card inserted into a set or packs? Without Googling, put your guess in the comments, guys. Without Googling. Can you resist not Googling? Here's another hologram. Hey, look at that. What luck, man. What luck. 2 Red Sox. No, I didn't pack this stack. Nope. You would think I did, though. 2 Red Sox. Nice. Haha. Yeah, I'm all about the Red Sox, obviously. Those of you who didn't know, now know. All right. Yep. No autograph yet. A few interesting insert cards as far as holograms. And that one Dave Winfield 400th hit. And handful so far of the Ted Williams tribute cards, but none of them are the autographed ones, of course. Let's see who that is. Bud Black. Travis Fryman. Here's another hologram. That's odd. 2 in a row. Atlanta Braves. Hey, hey, hey. Atlanta Braves. I just say that because there's a friend of mine that I met in a group that we trade off and on. Hopefully is watching this. Tony Pena. Like that guy. Who's this? John Farrell. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Rookie card of John Farrell. Who's John Farrell, guys? Gotta be a Red Sox fan to probably remember. Kenny Lofton. Alright. I think we've passed the halfway mark because I've taken from both stacks here. So we are past the halfway mark, guys. It's harder when there's 36 packs instead of 24. Here's Anthony Young signing. Gotta put that aside, add that to my collection. Hey, there's Roger Clemens. About freaking time. Rocket Roger. Mr. Royd. Mr. I'm not leaving the Red Sox for money. Who did a time 1 year in Toronto and ended up in the Yankees the next year. Yeah, didn't do it for the money. I will hand it to him that he did leave the Yankees for the Rangers to finish out. I think it was the Rangers. It was one of the Texas teams. Pretty sure it was the Rangers. Maybe not. Maybe it was Houston. Anyway, because he wanted to be next to his family, closer to his family. But I really don't understand people like Tom Brady who are 45 who are missing their child growing up because they're... Not that he doesn't spend time with his kid. I'm not saying that. Not saying he's a bad father either. Nobody really knows Tom Brady unless you really know Tom Brady. So, but man, if I was 45 and had all the money in the world, beautiful wife who also has all the money in the world, and I think he has 2 kids, and my kids were small, were still young, I would want to spend more time with them. There's Tom Glavine, Paul O'Neill, right behind him. You know, so I really don't feel bad for him or the fans. He needs to retire. You know, Kirby Puckett, Hall of Famer. Love Kirby. There's my dog saying hello to everybody. There's a Ted Williams insert again. She's saying hi. She's looking out the window and barking at anything that goes by. I live in rural Maine, so it's not like I live on any place with people walking by or anything like that, or even cars going by, quite honestly. But whenever one of my neighbors moves or people go in and out of their driveway or one of the kids is playing in the road, she just barks. She's, you know, she's a livestock guardian. She doesn't guard livestock here. She's my service dog, but her breeds are livestock guardians, so that's what they do. They alert and try to scare things off. All right. And there's another Winfield card. Pretty cool. All right, guys. We're making some headway here now that I'm going a little faster. Yeah, no autograph yet. Odds are pretty big. But some interesting cards, you know. Kind of having fun. What the hell? Not 1 Philly, 2 Phillies, but 3 Phillies. That's interesting. Back to back. And they aren't dupes. Ramon Martinez. That was Pedro Martinez's brother, I believe. His brother. It doesn't say on these cards, but either brother or cousin. Pretty certain it was brother, though. Ah, that's cool. Howard Johnson with his kiddo. That's a pretty cool card. I'm all about spreading the wealth to the kids, whether boys or girls. You know, there's Craig Biggio again. The love of the game. The love of the game. And kids, of course, but where does it start? Somebody taught us to like the game, right? Whether it was our family members or coaches or friends. We learned it from somebody, and it was usually learned when we were kids, so just saying. Spread the wealth, guys. And girls. When I say guys, I mean gender neutral, so I mean guys and girls. Most women, I find, don't care one way or another. There's Cecil Fielder. I haven't seen that one yet. That's pretty cool. That's one doing something different. Did Cecil make it to the Hall of Fame? I remember him as a star. Not many people do, but I did. Mark Newfield. Another Ted Williams card. Man, that's an oldie. Rookie year, 1939. Jesus. Huh. Like I said, whoa! Not throwing the cards around. Don't mean to. Holy cow. They just slipped out of my hand. Alright. Looks like we got about, 10, 12 packs left out of the 36, so we're 2/3 of the way through it. Alright, let's go a little faster here. I'll stop reading the names, but I can't stop. I try. Ah, another hologram. Who is it, guys? Who is it? Oh. It is the Baltimore Orioles. The Baltimore Orioles. Balmer. Not Baltimore. Balmer. Balmer. Hey, we got 5 holograms so far. 1 dupe of the Red Sox. Alright, let's see here. Kirby Puckett again. I like all the number of... Oh, there's Manny Ramirez. Gotta sleeve that. Another rookie. I'm accumulating a lot of those. If anyone's interested, you let me know. Wow, look how big that stack's getting, guys. Alright. Nope. Sorry for the movement. I'll try to edit that out. Oh, didn't mean to move that back so far. So, how long is this video so far? Wow, over half an hour. Ha! Those of you who have fast forward, I don't blame you. But I hope you've enjoyed this. I have. There's a guy sleeping on the job. Put that into my oddball cards. Harold Baines. Harold Baines. Rondell White. He was supposed to be a star. I remember that. Everyone was about collecting Rondell White that very first year, but after that, yeah, no, not so much. Another signing, Ben McDonald. Who's that? Eddie Murray. Eddie Murray. Steve Fossey. Cal Eldred. Oh, these names just bring back memories. Alright, so I'm going to try to fly through here unless I see something incredible. There's another Cal Ripken. And another Ted Williams insert card. So what was, no matter when you grew up, what was the year that you started collecting baseball cards? Tell us what year it was down below. And not only what year was it, what was your... God, I don't think you can probably remember your best pull unless you're really young. But what was your favorite set? What was your favorite set growing up when you started collecting? And if you're like me, as old as me, there was only one set back then, so I only had tops. Let's see here. I was born in 68, but I didn't start collecting until probably 76, 77. They only had tops back then. Oil Can Boyd, speaking of the Coke dude. I see a little white patch. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, guys. Bad. I'm bad. Bad sense of humor. I feel for the guy, but, you know, he didn't hold any punches. I believe I do remember actually seeing some biographies on TV where he just openly admitted that he liked Coke. This was after his playing days, but he continued to be addicted. And so, yeah, there's a time at which it takes over your physical health and it's hard to quit. And there are people who then just freely choose to continue to use. And another hologram. Milwaukee Brewers, I believe that is a dupe as well. Barry Bonds. Haven't seen Barry Bonds show up. He's sporting his diamond in his ear. That's pretty cool. At least he's not bogged down with all the chains around him. No offense, but man, all those chains drives me nuts in baseball. You know? Save your stuff for when you go out on the town, man. Why wear it? You know, if any one of us were in high school, college, Little League, we showed up with any chains around our neck, we would be either benched or told to take it off, or both. Robert Yount, there's another Hall of Famer. I'm sure I'm missing a lot of them, but like I said, I'll be going back through these. And if you see any father-son matches that I've missed, let me know. Dimitri Young. That stack's getting mighty tall. I might have to start a second stack. But we only have 4 packs left. This is the 4th to the last pack, guys. Getting there. Bernie Williams. Mike Maddox, not to be confused with Greg Maddox. Alito Perez signing. Andy Van Slyke. Oh, that's cool. Wrigley Field. Who do they have on there? Who the heck is Sean Dunston? Anyway, he was an active player back then in front of Wrigley Field. Don't remember who Sean Dunston was. That's odd. Usually it's one of their stars. It must have been an up-and-coming rookie star that fizzled out. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm old enough to have some arthritis in my fingers, so... Billy Hatcher, chillin'. Ellis Burks. Bo Jackson. There's Bo. Of course, that's not his rookie year, but he's... God, I forget how many years he played baseball. Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me how many years he played baseball. Bo Jackson. Steve Avery. Dennis Eckersley. I know you're in the Hall of Fame. I will sleeve you up later. Juan Gonzalez. Bobby Bo again. Lenny Harris. Hey, big man. Damn. He just took out the whole picture. Raul Mondesi. Who's that? I don't know. Willie McGee. They gave him a big, big neck in that picture. Dude, I'd be complaining to the artist. Maybe your neck is that big, but I doubt it. That was a pretty long neck. Not making fun of him. That's an artist rendition, so I'm just saying maybe the artist had a bad day, or that didn't get proofed or something. Tino Martinez. Hold on. Missed another coach. Tino Martinez. I believe that was him. Alright. And that's Fred McGriff. Artist rendition. Another Rondell White. We are getting to the end, guys. Chuck Finley. I'm going to slow down just a little bit. Andres Galarraga. Remember him? Expos. Alright, our last pack. I do hope you guys have enjoyed going down memory lane, trying to find the Ted Williams autograph. And let's just go through this. Brian Harper. Blackjack McDowell. Terry Steinbeck again. Jose Canseco. Jose, can you see? Ivan Pudge Rodriguez again. Rafael Palmeiro. There's a lot of stars in here. Stars and Hall of Famers. Steve Fosse. Eddie Murray again. And Don Paul. Whoever that is. Don Paul. Alright, guys. Thanks very much for joining me. Again, you have any ideas, comments, concerns, whatever, just post them. I am me. Feel free to subscribe, please, and comment, and forward this to your friends. Hope you're well. Bye-bye.